Age of Empires 4 is out for quite some time now, about a month or so, and I've been playing it here and there. And to answer the question, is it worth buying? It's kind of hard to say. Now, I've been an RTS fan for a long time. I've been playing Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2, Age of Empires 2, all of that, Command and Conquer, Generals, those games were amazing. Now, this does scratch the itch of that RTS gameplay that we've been wanting for ages. We haven't had a good one since, I don't know, StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3 Reforged. man, don't even start with me with that. That was horrendous. That was horrendously bad. Now, Age of Empires 4 brings you back. Yes. RTS gameplay, it's all there. When I first downloaded this game, I played one match. It ended up being 4-6 hours. I'm one of those base builders. I just want to have fun, just chill, relax, base build, and then eventually attack after. I'm a late game. It's one of those. I'm a casual, okay? Shoot me, whatever. But I had fun. The time went so fast. I played at 2 a.m. and it was 6 a.m. And that was crazy. 6, 7, 8 a.m. I don't know. Whatever 6 hours is. my maths is horrible. But whatever. This game took me back. Now, but there are big flaws that I see with it. The biggest one being that the races don't feel different to each other enough. Now, obviously, when you play Chinese or you play the English, you'll see that there's a bit of character design differences. But in the end, they all feel like cookie cutouts of it. They feel like copy and paste versions of each other with different skins. That's what it feels like. They all have they all have bowsman, spearman, cavalry. Those are the three main things. It's like rock, paper, scissors. And then the Chinese have rock, paper, scissors with Chinese rock, paper, scissors. It's just, that was my biggest thing that I hated about this. The units don't feel unique enough. And I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to balance multiplayer. But there are ways you could do that without going the most simplest route. This is like the easiest gameplay mechanic. I feel like it's very lazy. I liked everything else. The base building is amazing. The gameplay is amazing. I thought the graphics was bad when in the trailer, but when I actually played it, I loved it. I loved everything about it. But what I really, really don't like is the race differences. It's just skins. That's it. They can make Japan race tomorrow, and all they have to do is just make, they give the longbowsmen more Japanese clothing. That's it. That's all they have to do tomorrow to release a race, and it'll just fit with all the other races here. That's how lazy the designs are to me. I know some hardcore fans are gonna be like, "Oh no, there's like unique units. Chinese have these guys. They have those. I don't know. I haven't. There are unique units for each race, like 1 or 2 for each run, but they don't sell it enough. Like, at least when they have footsmen, your main one should just be like a dual sworder, and he does something completely different. And the spearmen, they do something completely different too. Give them more depth. Make it a bit more different, so it's not just so clear that it's spearmen, cavalry, and bowsmen. Those are the 3 mains for each race, and each one has it, and it's just a different skin. That's it. Because you name them the same, I know they're trying to. It's hard to say. It's so hard to say. It just didn't feel different enough. When you play Chinese, you want to see, like when you play Command and Conquer Generals, there was so much difference in there. You had the, what was that? I want to say the Terror faction. I don't want to say the whole word, but the Terror faction. They had the mob. They had the pit. Ooh, that was your defense. They had the car with the thing at the back. They just had all these different designs, mechanics. When you send them out on the field, you felt different. You felt like you were playing a different team. You were exploring what these guys do, what they can do, what they were good against. You were exploring it for the first time, and it felt good. and then you change over to the Chinese. You play their fire throwing tank. I can't really remember each different ones, but you just play with the different units and you're like, oh my god, this does this does that, it counters that. That's amazing. Then you play the America and it's different again. When you play the Age of Empires, when you play English and you switch over to Chinese, you're like, you don't learn anything new except the little minor differences in what these guys do. You know, oh, maybe their spearman hits a bit harder. Maybe their farm produces 25% more. Those are the tiny stat differences. It's just like little tweaks of buffs in here and there. I would say it's just like buffs. There's just different buffs on each character, but they have the same foundation. That's just, yeah, it's lazy. I'm sorry. That part of me just ruins the whole thing. Now, do I still play it today? Not every day. That's the sad thing. With RTS, I used to play them every single day, each time I got them. But this one, I can't, because even though I play one game and it goes on for like 6 hours and I'm fully invested into it, I don't get bored in that game. But when I finish that whole game, do I want to play another one? Sometimes I do, but then it's not really like, I couldn't do that 3 days in a row. I like the game, but I can't play it 3 days in a row. I don't know if it's just because I'm just out of it or whatever, but it just, I hope what I'm trying to say comes out in a way that you understand when I say that it's not one of those games where you just can play every single day, because it just, each race just feels like it's a copy of each other and it just feels boring. Hope that makes sense, and if it doesn't, I don't know. Anyway, see you in the next video. Goodbye.